We have 2 chapters today, and the first one is chapter 1108, Attention World. So after all that personal business from last week, I can finally record this reaction, and the title is referring to something that I generally know, but not specifically. I don't know any details, so we know it's going to be big. So without further ado, you know the drill. This is not a market substitute. Please consider liking, subscribing, and most importantly, supporting official release. Let's read some One Piece. During the barrage. Attention World. Wait, please. What's his story? He's wet-haired caribou. Oh, they know him. Or at least he does. That's right. Please hold on. You may be a pirate, but this is a government island. And there are people after the Commodore's life. You've got it all wrong. Please trust me. If you guys kill me here, Commodore Teacher will have your heads. That's nice. That's a nice way of putting it. Especially on the spot. Oh, and why is that? Because I have extremely valuable information. The kind that's hard to come by. Information on the ancient weapons, which bear the names of the gods. First is the curious power of Fishman Island's Princess Shirahoshi, known as Poseidon. Then there's Pluton, sleeping underground in Wano. The only people in the world who know the whereabouts of both are the Straw Hat crew and myself. He's actually explaining it to them, which we knew was going to happen, because this is exactly where the last chapter left off, if I remember correctly. And he's being very specific. Poseidon and Pluton. Okay, so he knows about both. He said about both. But now he's just lost his bargaining chip. Because he literally just told them most of what he already knew. Which means killing him is going to be easier if he gives away the information. Unless this is a thought and not an actual speech, because of the way I'm looking at it. Like, I'm not sure if he's actually... Oh, yeah, I think he's thinking it. It's not a speech bubble, so he's not telling them outright, because he needs that information to keep himself alive. Like, he's gonna make sure. He's gonna make sure not to tell them until he's sure that he's not gonna get killed. He needs to escape this island after all. But he also loves Teach, like we found out in 1107, I think. Yeah. If you bring me to the Commodore, I'll surrender that information free of charge. I'm sure he'll be pleased. Just take me with you. I know I can be of use. He is a Logia, so they might like his power, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for him, based on their history with powers. And they do not look amused. I'm actually taking them more seriously now. I should have been taking them seriously since the Garp incident. Pull back from the shore. We have to stop firing on the pacifista. Bubble shield. Wow, that bubble shield is strong. Those damn bubble shields. I never thought we'd learn about the power of the special science group like this. Take that, Marines. Pew pew. Boom. Vice Admiral Bluegrass. Vice Admiral Hound. Vice Admiral Guillotine. Oh, Guillotine is the one whose hair is shaped like a guillotine, I bet. I remember seeing this already online, but that doesn't count as a spoiler, it's just names. And we already knew Bluegrass anyway. This is so frustrating, I can't cut loose. We'd just be hurting ourselves by taking out those units. It'll be unprecedented, but is there any chance of calling off the Buster Call for now? Okay. Okay, that's funny. That's funny. You probably wish you did that back in Ennie's lobby, because you literally didn't get anyone except for yourself. Vegapunk himself gave that pirate the authority to command the pacifista, right? There's no way we can stop. Oh! Yeah, that's one way of looking at it. Like, the Marines have no choice but to kill every pacifista, which is a complete waste of financial resources, but leaving them in Bonnie's control... Ha! Ha! Man, I hope we keep pacifistas for the final war, because we're gonna need that on our side. Especially with Kuma's backstory, it's gonna be perfect. We need to save as many as possible, but unfortunately, that might not be possible. After this, there's no doubt he's rebel scum. we should focus on getting the Pacifista back on our side. That means taking Jewelry Bonnie's head. Oh, I forgot it's that simple. And of course, Vice Admiral Doberman, he was there. He was there at the previous Buster calls, if I remember correctly. All available Vice Admirals should leave their stations and hunt her down immediately. Yeah, Doberman is not a gentle one. Her current escape route from the center of the Fabrio Stratum will lead her to the northeast coast. We must eliminate her. Roger that. Tosa here. I'm already hot on their heels. I'll get them. Okay. Is this a Vice Admiral? Yep, Vice Admiral Tosa. These fingers will drag her to hell. My 10-barrel finger gun can even rip open armor. Okay, so he's got armament hockey, and he's using a 10-barrel finger gun move, which is very reminiscent of a move that Lucci did once use back in Eddings Lobby. I mean... No. I'm thinking of Jabra. Jabra used this move. A 10 finger gun. Finger pistol, if you prefer the original translation. And he's calling it Tosa Crunch. Crap, it's a Marine. She's reading on Frankie. But... yeah, like, this is a combination of hockey and finger pistol that Jabra specifically used on Sanji, if I remember correctly. Or at least halfway, 5 on Usopp. Or I'm guessing I'm remembering both. It's been a while. Huh? Oh. I was like, what just landed on him? That's an axe. That's a giant Elbaf warrior axe. He dead. Huh? There are giants on this island? Are they enemies too? We're in a rush, you know. Ga-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Who are you guys? They've never met Dorian Broggy. We checked the bounty posters to make sure we'd recognize the new members, but none of you look familiar. Are you researchers? We've come to get the Straw Hats. None of you look familiar. Wow. Atlas is, of course, not on the Straw Hat crew. Kuma's unconscious, and he's not on the Straw Hat crew. Bonnie's not on the Straw Hat crew. And the only Straw Hat crew member in front of Dorian Broggy is Frankie, whose current bounty poster, I was just trying to remember, is the freaking Thousand Sunnies lion figurehead. It's not even his own face. That is so sad and funny. Poor Frankie. We've come to get the Straw Hats. What for? Luffy's my captain. Do you have a grudge against him? No, nothing like that. We've only got gratitude for him. We're warriors from Elbaf. If you're friends of his, we'll do our best to keep you safe. Luffy, Sanji, and Vegapunk are still back there. You can help them too? Man, this is making me happy. I'm just trying not to get distracted by my phone. Those names sure take me back. You betcha, little missy. Vegapunk, he's the one that Scholar mentioned, right? Carry them to the ship. We'll go on ahead. The fire's starting to get out of control. Aye, aye, captains. Giant allies, huh? Are they the masters Usopp's always going on about? I think so. Vice Admiral Urban. The line's gone dead. Vice Admiral Pomsky. I think Pomsky's the one who can turn into an otter, Zoan? Did they counter his attack, or was it the giants? I'm heading to the island. Hop on, doll. We'll attack from the sea. And Bluegrass uses her fruit to take control of a damaged giraffe sea beast. Mechanical one, I mean. The ship on the northeast shore is definitely from Elbaf. Our fortune keeps flip-flopping. Giants are no joke. Have you ever fought one? My commanding officer, a little over 20 years ago, was a giant. Past tense? You must be talking about Saul. He was a tough cookie. My commanding officer was a giant, and you must be talking about Saul. At first, I wasn't sure which giant she was talking about, because there's so many giants in the Navy now. Like, there's at least, I want to say, 10. If I had to guess, there's at least 10, based on Marineford only. And her commanding officer could have easily been someone like John Giant, but the fact that she said past tense, the fact that she has connections with Saul might come back in the story. Because Doll, she's not a bad person. You know, being friends with Tashigi and Hibari and Kobe and Helmeppo, we're assuming. But all these old heads, yeah, it's going to be harder to get them to betray the Navy. Where are the others? In the lab above the clouds. On a sky island? Not exactly. They're just above us. Oh, now back to the good stuff. I completely forgot about this. I was so concentrated on Caribou and then the giants and then Saul being mentioned. You can't move? How are we meant to save you then? Ouch, if you try to move me, I'll die from internal hemorrhaging. That is true. Oh my goodness, he's looking a little bigger than I remember. But we promised to get you off this island, didn't we? I did ask you for that, but I've made my bed and there are things here I must protect. I was hoping Bonnie's command override would have remained a secret till she was a little bit older. She'll be a target for the rest of her life. Please look after her. It's a good sign, because I do want Bonnie to join the crew, but my prediction now, I'm just going to say, I think it's going to be Lilith. I think Lilith is the next Straw Hat. Not counting Vivi. Which means Bonnie might join, Bonnie might not join. But I'm really hoping Lilith joins, because she is a Vegapunk. And I think her character will mesh good with the crew. But so might Bonnie's. Even though she's basically another Luffy at this point. Personality-wise and powers-wise, almost. Okay, she'll be a target for the rest of her life. Please look after her. Looks like he's given up any pretense of looking human. There's a strange look in his eye. Seems he's completely coated in venom, too. Oh, that's venom. He is scary looking. Luffy, dodge. No problem. Ah ha ha ha, Sanji, you get Gramps out of here. Don't stop even if he's moaning about the pain. Wow, this is gonna be intense animated. Ouch, ouch, stop it, I said, it's fine, leave me, Sanji. Simmer down, we'll figure it out. Ooh. Kizaru, kick? Huh, hold on. Oh. I should have seen that coming. I said a few chapters ago that either... Or did I say it on a video or did I post it on Twitter? I think it was a comment I made on Twitter. A reply to someone else that Kizer's either going to turn and I'll be crying tears of happiness, or he's going to finally kill Vegapunk and I will also cry for the opposite reason. And it looks like he finally got a clean hit in. From behind, no less. Man, I'm so glad I never saw that before now. Like, spoilers suck. This is... My heart's beating for some reason. Like, oh no. Vegapunk. Man, I feel sorry for whoever's going to read these panels out of order. I know how to read panels in order, but some people don't. So yeah, this is going to be bad for some people. Oh, Apple Gramps. Sanji, get going. Like, he only got him because he kicked Sanji first. He had to kick Sanji first, or else he wouldn't have gotten that hit hidden. And it was a kick to the face. And as for Vegapunk, it was a shot straight through the guy. I think he just got aced. It's another donut. Oda, you sure love to make us feel pain. Okay, you've got to get to the back entrance. Crap, I'm sorry, Vegapunk. And he's still after them. Another double. Another double page. It's probably the last page of the chapter. And you two. Oh. Oh. Oh, so this is what I've been seeing online. I didn't get a look. I was intentionally avoiding getting a good look. Yep. Oh boy. He's not... well, he's smiling in the next panel, but he doesn't look happy in the first one. He just went giant, a Gear 5. Kizaru in one fist. And Saturn's face in the other hand. And Saturn looks unholy. His eyes are just... he's not even saying anything. He's just got a look in his eye that I don't like. I just don't like what it looks like. He looks like some sort of demon. But also... he does not look human anymore in his eyes. You know there's no way I'm letting you escape, right? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This is what I've been hearing people talk about. I had no idea what to expect, but I think this is probably the first time that Luffy looks... not counting the anime's extra effects. This is probably the first time in the manga that Luffy's Gear 5 looks... menacing. But both sides are menacing at this point, so it's hard to predict what's gonna happen. Vegapunk, damn it, don't die on me. Beep. Hey, what are you smiling about? Stay with me. Beep. Oh no. He pulled an L from Death Note. He has a heart monitor connected to him. A remote heart monitor. And it just fizzled out, which means he's dead. Sorry to say. He might be revivable, but probably not. Okay, so yeah, I'm so excited about what the title of the chapter is, because I already know that something's going to happen. I just don't know the details. And yeah, the moment he died, he set up a computer connected to his heart monitor. Mic check. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Attention world. Hello there. This is Dr. Vegapunk, the world's greatest and most humble scientific genius. I'm sure this message will come as a shock for you all, but please bear with me. What I'm about to tell you is the truth about our world. Okay, so based on people's, other people on YouTube and Twitter, and all their thumbnails and their screenshots and stuff, yeah. So far, yeah, that's exactly what I knew. When I said I didn't know details... I assumed that they knew more, but I didn't know those. No, the chapter ended there. Good thing I'm reading another chapter now. Too bad that I took 19 minutes to get this far. This is going to be a long video. But as long as I don't ramble or go on any tangents, the editing shouldn't even matter, because I'm not going to waste any more time. I really wanted to find out what he's going to say to the world, but we're going to have to skip to the next chapter. Okay. Chapter 1109, titled Termination. Another cover story starts? I've been waiting for another cover story to start while I'm actually in the middle of reading the manga, because I don't think that's ever happened before. Because the last cover story, which was the Germa 66 one, it started before I caught up. So I was still catching up until after it ended, or in the middle of it, actually. So cover story 26, a submerged Onigashima. Wow. Wait a minute. Is this Onigashima... How did it get here? I don't remember this. Like, Onigashima was outside of the flower capital last time we saw it. So did they throw it in the ocean off-screen after Wano? Or is this a... No, it's not a flashback. It's missing its horns. One horn was sliced by Zoro. The other horn was burned by Kaido in his final form. In his magma form, it was literally burned off. And he also has a scar above the eye. which is where Momo crashed into the inside when he was first flying in with Luffy. I remember these details. So yeah, this is not a flashback to Onigashima before. So yeah, that island was always above water. This is after the battle. How did it get here? But what is it going to be about? Are there people inside? Is this about Kaido's crew? You know, the Tobiropo and the rest of them? Like, what we're going to find out about them? Or is this going to be about Momo and Yamato and everyone in Wano? Who is this going to be about? I am really excited because this might be important. Let's see. Note from Oda. Just some personal stuff. Okay. Chapter 1109, titled Termination. Termination. Okay. Not determination, but termination. Because his heartbeat terminated. I get it. Okay, let's make this quick. A message to the world. Stella, is this wise? Even if you set this broadcast to start suddenly, it may not work. What do you mean, Shaka? Flashback time. Oh no, he's in the message itself. He's filming himself. We're counting too much on people being ready to receive and relay this. Oh yeah, his heart stopped. You know how it is with information. Agencies always spread the news all around the world by the next day. You think so? But what if someone intercepts or censors our message? Okay, so Vegapunk thinks people will get this. Shaka thinks someone's going to intercept or censor the message. What the? Where's this broadcast coming from? You're right. Any suggestions? It's coming from every ship's transponders now. Ah. It's a... Well, it's basically broadcasting it to every snail, which is what I would have done. I don't see anything else he could have done, you know, in this world. We could piggyback off of the Navy's comms traffic. Cut the connection. That's the thing, we can't. That would allow us to force a worldwide, constant broadcast with our signal strength at maximum. Good job. Ooh. Okay, so Luffy's exactly where he was last chapter. With one enemy in each hand. But dang, Saturn's big. I should have known that... Yeah, him and Luffy are basically almost the same height. I see. That'll make it possible for anyone with a transponder snail to receive our initial voice message. But they'll still need a while to prepare their visual transponder snails. Right, because visual transponder snails need to be set up. So they'll get audio first, and visual, maybe, if they even have one. The time to set that up will vary from place to place. A lot of information. Is that Nami? Why is your hair not drawn in? Let's take an interval of 1 hour. What are you... Oh, wow. He's doing a countdown to give people time to set up their visual transponder snails. Now, why is it so important for this to be visual? To prove it's Vegapunk because audio is not enough? Some people might not believe it's him. Or is he going to show something? Does he have a PowerPoint presentation? Does he have evidence? Because that'll be good. Can't wait to hear the truth of the world, or at least what he knows so far. What are you planning to say, Vegapunk? This is bad for them. That's Vegapunk, right? An hour? That's too long. Don't you realize what will happen in that time? Where's it coming from? Why now? There are people who won't be pleased when we start the broadcast. They may find a way to terminate it before we finish. Giants and Navy fighting. Ah, fair point. In that case, let's set the preparation interval to 10 minutes. Yes! I did not want 1 hour to pass with Vegapunk dead and Luffy and Saturn fighting and all this happening. 1 hour is way too long in anime time. Like, no way. Like, they'll kill us before we can hear the message. They might even block the snails somehow. They might... If they bomb the labo phase, it might end the transmission. So yeah, 10 minutes is way better. Vegapunk, that's your voice, right? Hey, people of the world. Holy land of Marie Joie. What is this transmission? What is the meaning of this? Saturn, have you dealt with Vegapunk? Are they speaking with Saturn telepathically? Wait a minute. How are they communicating? How are the elders communicating with Saturn? I don't... These speech bubbles, they are thought bubbles. No, not thought bubbles. Flashback bubbles? Saturn, have you dealt with Vegapunk? Kaiser delivered a killing blow. I saw it myself. He should be dead. Could he have set up a dead man switch? Yes. So that this message would play upon the death of his main body? Yes. That seems likely. We have no way of knowing what he will say. If we can just pinpoint the source of this broadcast, what did I say? The only location that seems plausible is the Labostratum on Egghead. But it's currently protected by that barrier of his. What should we do for the remaining 9.5 minutes? Oh my god, it's a live stream. It's a live stream countdown. We could get inventing. There's so much to do. How about some coffee? Dressrosa, New World. Did you hear that? This is Dr. Vegapunk we're talking about. If he's trying to tell the entire world something, it must be a big deal. Get a visual transponder snail out here. Put up a screen. Hurry, we only have 10 minutes. The wise man Luffy Land kidnapped? What's happening? Don't tell me you guys trusted another bad article about Lucy. They're tontadas. Of course they believe everything they hear. I could also calculate the probability of interference happening. We've got the video ready. Is that Vegapunk? I think that's Kiros also with Rebecca. Oh, she's still sword training. I forgot. I thought she wouldn't need to do that, but... good for her, I guess. I guess there's no harm in knowing how to fight, even though he said that she wouldn't have to lift up a sword ever again. Fuchsia Village! Oh my goodness, this is global. What's this all about? I thought it was just gonna be more news. Bad-mouthing Luffy. A visual transponder snail. If only the village had one. How about it, Mayor? Who's gonna pay for that? Raising it wouldn't be free, you know. Isn't having audio enough? Okay, so Fuchsia Village can't afford a visual transponder snail. I shouldn't be surprised. Water 7, Grand Line. We finally get a name for his secretary! Her name is Alice! That's such a nice name for a cute girl. I've always said she looks just like Robin. And the reason I say that is because with her ponytail and glasses, she looks identical to Robin from the opening scene of the movie Strong World. If you've never seen Strong World, watch it. It's really good. Her name is pronounced Alish. Alish? I prefer Alice. Wake up. This can't be good. Yawn. Alish. I'm just gonna say Alice. Alice, prepare to screen the message. Is he drunk or asleep? Yes, Mr. President. It's already playing in the room next door. Screens for each dock are also being prepared. It's nighttime, but considering the importance... Oh! Time zones, of course! Because if it's daytime on Egghead, it should be nighttime in Water 7. Time zones. That's a good catch, Oda. You do not want to make that mistake. It's nighttime, but considering the importance of this event, a summons has been issued notifying all citizens to be at a screen within 10 minutes. Is there anything else? Oh my god. Smart girl. And Tyrannosaurus is on her head. I didn't even put that together. World Economic Journal. This is gonna be global. What's with this feed? It's being relayed through Navy frequencies, but it's unencrypted. Where are Luffy-san and the others? Vivi? Don't be a ditz. Look at the clock in the background. That isn't the current time at Egghead. This must have been pre-recorded. Good catch. After all, the Buster Call is bound to have reduced the island to a sea of flames by now. West Blue. It's Dr. Vegapunk in the flesh. I heard his mind was a cut above the rest, but this isn't what I expected. North Blue. The man who lit up the world. South Blue. He's going through all this trouble. What does he want the world to know? It might be the invention of the century or something. Making sure I'm not missing anything in these panels. Kamabaka Queendom. Oh my goodness. It'll take 10 minutes to brew the coffee. I won't get a sip in. I see. The probability of interference in this time frame is exceedingly low. Good. Pythagoras knows his math. That means that we're going to get the message out, which is the most important thing. What is Vegapunk up to now? More importantly, has he lost his head? I think literally he physically has. But metaphorically, it also fits. He's lost his mind making this risk, but he's already dead. So yeah, that's why this message can be sent now. So that's the Dr. Vegapunk everyone's always talking about? He's quite the man to do this in the middle of a crisis. I think I'll be dead soon. Dragon, remember Shaka's message from the very beginning of the arc, which that literally was in the last couple episodes of the anime. Man, things are wrapping up. Egghead. Looks like my punches don't damage you. Oh, wow. Now he can shoot beams from his eyes just like Sanji's brother. And Queen. But he's a Logia, so that's his thing. I'm not letting you two run off. Not till I'm sure my friends have escaped. Gum Gum. Booming. Dawn. Symbol. Oh, wow. I read this online, but I did not know what the attack would look like. He's literally... He just turned them into pizzas. Not pancakes. Pizzas. Booming Dawn symbol. Since you keep getting better no matter what, I'll send you flying for good. Toss. He threw something. Huh? What's it gonna take to keep you down? He came back like a boomerang. Kizaru-san? What in the world happened? Are you alright? Admiral. He's down again. Poor Kizaru. Not feeling sorry for him, but still, like, what will it take to knock him out? This man thinks he's Kaido or something. Forget I said that. Still, he's not knocked out. He's just really tired. There's no time, Saturn. We cannot allow Vegapunk to speak freely. Whoa, that was close. He is speaking telepathically with them. This is 100% telepathy. I should have realized, like, that I wasn't imagining it. It is literally what's happening. It's happening in real time, too, which is amazing. Because they're far away. There it is. This is our ship. I hope Vegapunk and the others are alright. I shall perform the summoning. Very well. What am I going to put in the thumbnail now? Ooh. Black lightning. No. I shall perform the summoning. Black lightning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no. What's going on? It's just like when that spider geezer appeared. Break next week. Chapter end. And the note is... the planets are aligning. No way! They're all gonna come. I'm having an anxiety attack? I think I need some fresh air, but it's raining outside. And I'm hungry. And the planets are aligning. And I thought Big Mom and Kaido aligning together was a big deal. Oda really just said, hold my coffee. We're gonna have to fight all 5 of them. What the